You probably think it was nothing. The way her voice softened just for you. The way her pupils dilated when you walked in. Or how she bit her lip for half a second and then looked away. You likely shrugged it off, thinking, nah, I'm imagining it. But here's the truth. You weren't imagining anything. You triggered something inside her that even she doesn't fully understand. A deep, almost primal attraction that leaks out in subtle ways. The signs? They're there, if you know where to look. And most men miss them completely. Was that just in your head? Or was it real? Let's find out. Have you ever noticed a woman acting strangely around you, but you couldn't tell why? Drop a in the comments if this happened. Stay till the end. The last sign will change everything. You've been there before. Standing at the coffee shop counter, scrolling through. Your phone, waiting for your turn. Then, it happens. You glance up, and she greets you. Her voice is cheerful at first. Upbeat, polite, like she said the same greeting to 100 people before you today. But then, something shifts. The moment you lock eyes and say your order, her voice subtly changes. It drops. It softens. Her words slow down, just slightly. You can almost feel the air get thicker between you. Her once bubbly tone becomes breathy, more intimate, almost like she's speaking just to you. Like there's something else hidden between her words. Most guys, they miss this completely. They just think she's tired, or maybe she's shy. They assume she's being polite. But you're not most guys. You're the kind of man who sees the invisible threads of human behavior. And right there, in that tiny glitch in her voice, she's telling you everything. You've triggered something inside her. Without even realizing it, you flipped a switch in her nervous system. The parasympathetic response. Her body is slipping from casual social mode into something deeper, something more primal. This is her body's quiet way of saying, I feel something around you. It's subtle. It's soft. But it's real. You can almost picture her inner world spinning faster as her outer words slow down. A tiny tremor hidden beneath her tone. A sudden breathiness that wasn't there before. It's not just sound. It's a signal. A spark of desire slipping through the cracks of her self-control. And here's the best part. Once you recognize it, you can play with it. Next time you hear that glitch in her voice, don't rush the moment. Slow your voice down too. Lower it. Let the space between words stretch just a little longer. You'll feel the tension thicken instantly, like you're both pulled into a private conversation nobody else in the room can hear. That's how subtle power works. Not through loud moves, but through quiet shifts. Shifts that only a few men can spot. But now, you're one of them. You're already starting to see. The signs were there all along. There's something about eye contact that feels electric and terrifying at the same time. You're standing at a party, holding your drink, casually scanning the room. And then, it happens. You glance across the room, and she's looking right at you. But it's not just a glance. It's something else entirely. Her gaze lingers, locked onto yours just a second too long. Long enough to make your heart skip. Long enough to make your mind race. For that brief instant, it's like the world shrinks. And it's just you and her locked inside this invisible current. But then, just as suddenly, she looks away. Fast. Almost like she's guilty. She fiddles with her drink, pretends to check her phone, adjusts her hair. And in your head, that old familiar voice creeps in. She wasn't interested. She probably just looked around randomly. Don't get ahead of yourself. But here's the truth you've never been told. That moment wasn't random. It wasn't an accident. It was instinct. You see, desire lives in the eyes before it ever touches words. Her lingering gaze? That was the unfiltered part of her brain. The part that speaks in instinct, not logic, revealing itself. For that second, she was fully drawn to you, until her conscious mind kicked in, panicked, and told her to look away. She wasn't disinterested. She was overwhelmed. Attraction is confusing for her, too. She's not just suppressing desire. She's battling it, fighting to maintain composure. You think she looked away because she wasn't intrigued? No. She looked away because she felt too much, too fast in her world. That eye contact was a confession, a secret slipping out. And here's where most men fail. They see her look away and they chase. They lean in. They approach too fast. They try to force the moment back. But you won't do that when she looks away. You'll hold your ground. You'll stay calm. Because the real magic happens when you let her feel that pull on her own. When you don't chase, when you simply hold steady, you're telling her, without words, that you're comfortable in the tension. That you're not needy. That you're the kind of man who lets women come to him. And she will the next time you catch her looking. Just wait. Hold that gaze a beat longer. And when she looks away, do nothing. She'll be back. Physical touch is one of the most misunderstood signals in the dating world. Most men think it's either obvious or non-existent. But here's the hidden reality. When a woman is drawn to you, her body will seek yours subtly, discreetly, almost invisibly. Picture this. You're sitting at a crowded table with friends. She's across from you, laughing at something someone said. You lean back slightly, and as she stands to walk past you, her hand grazes your shoulder. Light, barely there. But it lingers just a split second longer than necessary. You might brush it off. Oh, it's crowded. She probably didn't even notice. But that's where you're wrong. Women are masters at cloaking desire under the veil of accident. That accidental touch, it's not just about proximity. It's about testing. Testing whether you'll flinch, whether you'll lean in or pull away, whether you'll even notice It's her way of asking, without words, do you feel this too? And it shows up in countless little moments. She hands you her phone, and her fingertips brush yours, lingering slightly before letting go. She bumps into you in a crowded space, but doesn't fully step away. She playfully taps your arm during a joke, but her touch lingers longer than the laugh. These aren't accidents. They're tests. Little experiments to see if there's mutual electricity. The truth is, when she's attracted, her body can't help but drift toward yours. It's not about logic. It's about chemistry. Her subconscious is searching for connection, and touch is its language. Most guys completely miss these signals. They're too distracted, too focused on words, or too oblivious to realize what's unfolding right in front of them. But not you. Next time you feel that subtle touch, don't overreact. Don't pull away nervously. Don't make a big deal out of it. Instead, mirror her energy. If she grazes your hand, let your fingers lightly return the contact, slowly, deliberately, like you're savoring the moment. Not needy, not aggressive, just calm and confident. That single subtle gesture sends a message louder than words. I felt it too. And once she senses that, the dynamic changes. Suddenly, she's not testing anymore. She's engaging. And the connection deepens. Remember, desire isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's a quiet spark passed between fingertips in a crowded room, and most men never see it. But you will. There's something almost eerie about it when you first notice it. You're sitting across from her at dinner, the soft hum of conversation filling the air, plates clinking in the background. You lean back in your chair, casually stretching your arm along the booth. A few seconds later, she does the same, almost like she's copying you. But here's the thing. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. You sip your drink, and moments later, she lifts hers too. You cross your legs. She shifts hers. You tilt your head slightly, and as if by invisible string, her body mirrors yours. Most men would think, Nothing of it. They'd shrug it off, chalk it up to coincidence or habit. But you're starting to see the deeper patterns. Mirroring isn't random. It's one of the most primal signs of connection. Her subconscious is syncing with yours. Her body language is falling into rhythm with yours because, deep down, she's drawn to you. This isn't strategy. It's not planned. It's an instinctual act. Her mind pulling her closer, aligning her with you. What's fascinating is that this kind of mirroring bypasses her awareness entirely. If you pointed it out, she'd probably deny it. Because it's not conscious. It's chemistry. And here's why this matters. When she mirrors you, it's her body's way of saying, I feel safe here. I feel in tune with you. It's like her nervous system is letting its guard down and falling into your frame. But here's the kicker. Most guys blow right past this moment. You won't. The next time you notice it, don't rush to capitalize on it. Instead, lean into it subtly. Change your posture slightly. Cross your arms. Lean forward. Rest your chin on your hand. And watch. See if she follows. If she does, it's your quiet confirmation. And here's your move. When you notice her mirroring, hold her gaze just a second longer and let a small, knowing smile form. Not cocky. Just calm. Almost playful. That tiny moment becomes your unspoken connection. It deepens the rapport, turning a simple conversation into something far more magnetic. Mirroring isn't just mimicry. It's resonance. And now, you're the man who knows exactly how to tune into it. It starts innocently enough. You crack a joke, nothing groundbreaking, just a quick, sarcastic remark or playful tease. You weren't even trying that hard. But then, she erupts. Her laughter bursts out, louder and longer than you expected. Her head tilts back, her body leans toward you, her hand maybe even brushing your arm for balance. And for a moment, you think, damn, I must be funnier than I thought. But here's the secret most men never realize. Her laughter isn't just about humor. It's release. When a woman laughs too hard, too fast, or too long at something, only mildly funny, she's not just responding to the joke. She's diffusing tension. Her body is literally offloading the nervous energy that builds up from desire. Think about it. Attraction isn't calm. It's chaotic. It's a rush of emotions, thoughts, and adrenaline all at once. And when she's around a guy who stirs that, inside her, her body finds sneaky ways to regulate it. Laughter is one of the easiest releases. You probably thought she was just enjoying herself. But underneath, she was managing something deeper, something far more charged. In fact, the harder she laughs at your light teasing or ordinary jokes, the more likely she's feeling that hidden pull toward you. It's like her nervous system is screaming, this is too much. Quick, laugh it off. Most guys, though, fall into a trap here. They take her laughter as a green light to keep chasing the laugh, trying to be funnier, pushing the banter too far. But not you. The next time this happens, don't rush to keep the laughs going. Instead, let it hang for a beat. Watch her closely. While she laughs, hold a calm, steady gaze. Let her feel the contrast between her giddy reaction and your composed presence. Because when you stay centered while she spirals into laughter, you show her that you're unfazed. You're the rock in the middle of her emotional storm. And that is magnetic. Sometimes, the sexiest thing you can do is let her laughter linger. Without needing to fill the space. Let her feel that pull. Because you already know it wasn't just about the joke. There's a hidden truth about human attraction that almost nobody talks about. It's not something you can fake. It's not something she can control. And once you know how to spot it, you'll see it everywhere. It's in her eyes. You're at a dimly lit bar. The music soft in the background, conversation flowing all around. You catch her gaze from across the room as you approach. And then, just for a moment, you notice it. Her pupils widen. It's subtle. Most men wouldn't even catch it. But it's there. That sudden dilation, that darkening of her eyes, as if her body instinctively wants to take in more of you. This isn't some romantic fantasy. It's biological. When a woman feels attraction, her brain releases dopamine, and dopamine triggers her pupils to dilate, literally to allow her to see more of the object of her desire. It's a primal response rooted in biology, far beyond conscious control. She doesn't know it's happening, but her body does. You might think she's just adjusting to the lighting. You might convince yourself you imagined it. But now, you know better. That tiny widening of her pupils? That's her desire leaking out, completely beyond her ability to hide. And here's what makes it so powerful. It's honest. It's pure. It's unfiltered attraction staring you right in the face. Next time you're talking to her, pay attention. Especially in softly lit environments where pupil changes are more visible. Keep your gaze steady, relaxed, unforced, and watch. When you greet her, when you lean in just slightly, when you lower your voice and speak slowly, watch her eyes. If they widen, even just for a heartbeat, she's already yours in ways she hasn't admitted yet. And here's your move. Don't call it out. Don't react. Simply hold her gaze, steady and calm, letting her feel seen, fully, deeply, without words. That quiet confidence? That's the mark of a man who understands attraction on a level most never reach, while others scramble for lines and tricks. You're reading the truth in her eyes, and she'll feel it too. Sometimes. Attraction hides behind the most unexpected masks. You might not even realize it at first. You're sitting across from her at lunch, casually ordering your usual. And then she smirks. Oh, let me guess. She teases, a playful glint in her eyes. You're gonna order the exact same thing again, aren't you? She laughs softly, leaning in, as if she's caught you in some grand predictable act. In that moment, you might think she's just poking fun. Maybe she's annoyed, maybe she's bored, maybe she's just playful. But here's the twist most men don't see. This isn't annoyance. It's intrigue. Teasing, challenging, playfully poking fun. These are her ways of testing your emotional strength. It's her subtle way of asking, can you handle me? You see, attraction isn't always soft or obvious. Sometimes it's wrapped in sarcasm, playful insults, or light-hearted debates. Because beneath it all, she wants to know, are you grounded or are you fragile? When she teases you about your habits or challenges your opinions or playfully disagrees just to see how you react, she's not pushing you away. She's pulling you in. She's engaging in what psychologists call playful conflict, a social dance where tension and attraction blur together. And here's where most guys trip up. They either get defensive, snapping back too seriously, or they shrink, trying to overly please her to avoid conflict. But you're not most men. When she teases, you smile. Calm, steady. You lean into it. Maybe you playfully tease her back, or simply give her a knowing look, the kind that says, nice try. Because what she's really looking for isn't a debate. It's a spark. She's testing your confidence, your ability to stand your ground without losing your cool. The next time she does this, remember, her teasing is her invitation. Her playful challenge is a window into her interest. And your job isn't to win the banter. It's to enjoy it. To stay relaxed, unbothered, amused by the dance. When you do, you'll watch her energy shift. Her teasing will soften. Her eyes will linger longer. Her body will lean in just a little closer. Because she realizes you're not the kind of guy who gets rattled. You're the kind of man who enjoys the fire and stays cool in it. And trust me, that's the moment she starts seeing you differently. By now, it's probably hitting you. These signs, these hidden behaviors, they were always there. You just didn't know how to see them. The glitch in her voice, The lingering glance, the subtle touches, the mirroring, the laughter, the dilation of her pupils, the playful teasing. They weren't random. They weren't meaningless. They were signals. You've been triggering her deepest desires, quietly, invisibly, without even realizing it. And here's the truth most men never hear. You don't have to chase women. You don't have to perform, impress, or contort yourself to win their attention, because you're already affecting them just by being present, just by showing up as yourself, aware, grounded, perceptive. The real power? It's not in chasing these signs. It's in calmly noticing them. When you walk into a room, knowing that women are already responding to your energy, whether they show it openly or hide it behind subtle cues, everything changes. You stop doubting yourself. You stop wondering if you're good enough. You start to see the hidden dance happening all around you. And here's the best part. Once you see these signs, you can't unsee them. You'll start to notice the shift in her tone when you speak. You'll catch the flicker in her gaze. You'll feel the light brush of her touch. You'll spot the way her body aligns with yours. You'll watch her laughter stretch longer than it should. You'll see the widening of her pupils in low light. You'll recognize the playful edge in her teasing. And when you do, you'll realize something profound. You never had to chase. She was drawn to you all along. Now, it's simply a matter of owning that power, quietly, confidently, without force, because the man who notices becomes the man who leads. And you, my friend, have just stepped into that role. Let's run it back. Keep this checklist in your mind. And trust me, you'll start seeing these signs everywhere. She subtly shifts her voice around you. Her glances linger, then suddenly look away. She finds small excuses to touch you. She mirrors your movements without realizing it. She laughs harder than necessary, releasing nervous energy. Her pupils widen when she's near you. She playfully teases or challenges you to test your calm. Rewatch this video with fresh eyes and spot these signs in real life. You're not imagining it. You're simply noticing what's always been there. This is your quiet advantage now.